Jumbo, jumbo, jumbo sana jumbo. Hi Zavala, it's your music teacher, Mrs. Ellis, with episode 9 of Music and Munchies. It's been 9 weeks since this COVID thing started, and I'm sad, but I'm happy. I'm sad because this is the last one, but I'm happy because we have made it to the finish line. So this will be the last episode for this semester. And today for Music and Munchies, we're going to be creating a snack after we have a little short lesson. So I'm going to start out by showing you my recorder. This is a recorder that I have at home, and I decided that I wanted to use my recorder today to play a mystery tune. So would you listen to the song and see if you know what this song is? That was a short song. That's because I only played one verse of the song. Every verse sounds exactly like that. And did you notice that that song only had 4 phrases in it? You know what this song is. It's Miss Mary Mac. Today we're going to be using this song, but I want to do something with this song to add a little variation. And the reason I'm doing this is because I've heard this song performed another way. Because again, this is one of those songs that's been passed down from generation to generation. So Miss Mary Mac goes, Miss Mary Mac, 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 all dressed in black, 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 with silver buttons, 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 all down her back, back, back. Did you notice that the melody was moving upward for every one of those phrases? Well, what we're going to do today is we're going to take those 4 sounds and we're going to do them the same, except we're going to change the phrases. The first 2 phrases, we're going to have the melody move up like it does and we're used to. But then what we're going to do on the 3rd phrase is we're going to have the melody move downward, and then we're going to end with the melody moving back upward. And when we do that, it kind of adds a little variation to the song, and it also gives us a little bit of a challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you real quick what we did in class when we first learned this song. We did these movements: down low, a little higher, and even higher still. So that is the pitches so, la, ti, do. So we did those 4 times. So, la, ti, do, 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 so, la, ti, do, 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 so, la, ti, do, 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 so, la, ti, do, do, do. Now you can do this with a friend facing a partner, and then you're just going to share the motions, mimicking them, facing each other. And then when you do this, you're supposed to do like high fives with your partners. Now that is a hand clapping game. Let's go ahead and change the melody now, and let's change that 3rd phrase. So to demonstrate those sounds today, I have created some musical glasses here, and I have filled them with different levels of water. I put some color in it just for some fun. The color doesn't change the sound at all. The only thing that's changing it is the amount of water that's in each glass. Now, to tune my glasses today, I started out with that first pitch, which my 5th graders could tell you, which is a pitch G, okay? And so we started with that pitch. There it is. And then after I got that tuned, then I put a little bit less water in the next glass, and I tried to tune it so it would sound like so, la. So I did, and it worked. And then I did a little bit less water and then a little bit less. And in doing so, the pitch went higher. So you're gonna notice that I have the low sound on the left, the high sound on the right, and they're moving in a direction. So now I'm gonna do the song. We're gonna go up twice, we're gonna go down once, and then we're gonna go back up again to finish the song. So let's see what it sounds like. So it makes the song sound a little different. Miss Mary Mac, 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 all dressed in black, 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 with silver buttons, 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 all down her back, back, back. And now the challenge is to take those motions that we did at the beginning and reverse them for the 3rd phrase. So now it sounds like this. Miss Mary Mac, 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 all dressed in black, 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 with silver buttons, 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 all down her back, back, back. She asked her mother, 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 for 50 cents, 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 to see the cow, 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 jump over the fence, fence, fence. It jumped so high, 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 it reached the sky, 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 and never came back, 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 till the 4th of July, lie, lie. And that's the song. And so we've done a little variation on a song that we already knew. Now, the next part of what I wanted to do today was to do our munchie. So today, I thought it would be fun if we could make a snack that I learned how to make when I had gotten married many years ago. My mother-in-law showed me that you could make applesauce. So I know it's a stretch, Miss Mary Mac. I was thinking about a Macintosh apple. There's lots of different kinds of apples, but I chose today to make my applesauce with apple crisp, I think is what it's called. There's an ambrosia. This is the one I was looking at. And this one is called Honey Crisp. It's called a Honey Crisp apple. So I used 2 Honey Crisp apples. So I'm going to show you how to do this. And I'm going to start preparing. All you're going to need is some apples that are peeled, and I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. If you have some sugar, you can put in a little bit of sugar, and I'll tell you how much. And then some Red Hots. This is kind of the interesting little trick that I do at the very end. So all you're gonna do is you need to peel your apple. So while I'm peeling my apple today with my fancy little gizmo, I'm gonna sing a song that I used when I was in elementary school. And it does mention an apple in it, and so that's why I chose this song. This is a hand clapping song, and the hand claps are clap, and then you're gonna go right together, left together, front, back, front, together. You do it again. Right together, left together, front, back, front, together. If you can remember that pattern and you can do that pattern with this song, then you'll have another hand clapping game to do with a friend or with your parents. So let me go ahead and sing the song as I peel this apple for you and get started on showing you how to make this wonderful and easy applesauce. Now, already got this loaded up, and so listen. Oh, pretty playmate, come out and play with me, and bring your dollies 3. Climb up my apple tree, slide down my rainbow into my cellar door, and we'll be jolly friends forevermore. More, 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 more. Oh, sorry, playmate, I cannot play with you. My dolly's got the flu, and mumps and measles too. I have no rain barrel, I have no cellar door, but we'll be jolly friends forevermore. More, 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 more. All right, I kind of messed that one up because I messed up my gizmo here, but that's okay. We have an apple here, and here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take an apple that's already been peeled and cored. I use a butter knife to cut because it's super easy. I cut it into little pieces, and then you're just gonna set it in a pot with absolutely no water at all. You just put it in a pot and you put a lid on it. Once you've done that, you put it on the stove on a low temperature setting, and you're gonna leave the lid on for about 20 to 30 minutes on that low temperature. You can open it from time to time, but not too much because you want the steam to break down those apples and cook them. So once it is already cooked, it'll start to soften. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a masher, like a potato masher or a fork, and you're gonna mash it up. And if it's still not quite mashed enough, if you feel like it hasn't cooked enough, you can put the lid back on, keep it on that low setting for a little while longer, and let it continue to cook a little bit longer. You don't want to burn it, so don't rush it. Just keep it moving really, really slowly. Then after you do that, then what you're gonna do is once you have it to a good consistency and you've already mashed it up, then I would suggest you might put in half a teaspoon of sugar. Now only half a teaspoon because apples are already sweet, but sometimes they're really tart. So if you put just half a teaspoon of sugar per apple in it, it just kind of makes it taste a little bit sweeter and not quite so tart. After you've done that, the last thing you do is you go ahead and you put in only three red hots. 3 red hots for every apple. So if you have 2 apples in there, 3 plus 3 is 6. You only put in 6 red hots, okay? You're gonna stir that up, put the lid on it again, and let it get good and melty because those little red hots have to dissolve inside your applesauce. Now, once you have it done, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It looks like that, I know. It looks kind of funny in the bottom of my pot, but I already did this, and you'll notice that it has a little bit of a pink color, and the reason it's a little bit pink is because of the red from the red hots. So I made 2 apples, I put in 1 teaspoon of sugar, and then I threw in 3 red hots for each one. The red hots help to give it a cinnamon flavor, which a lot of people like cinnamon in their applesauce. Now, I wouldn't eat my applesauce hot. I would put it in the refrigerator and let it get a good chill on it. And then later, you can indulge in eating it when it's nice and cold. You can put it on breakfast toast, which is fun to do, or just eat a bowl of it. It's refreshing, it's pretty healthy for you, and it's very yummy. Now, the last thing I want to share with you is if you don't have any red hots, then you can just use a little bit of cinnamon in the place of the red hots. And how much cinnamon you put in there is really up to you, okay? Because if you put too much, then obviously it won't taste good. So what I would do is just put a tiny bit in there and stir it up and then maybe taste test it. And if you think it needs more, you can add more. So this is just cinnamon, not cinnamon and sugar, just the cinnamon. And remember, you need about a half a teaspoon of this. And like I said, anytime I make stuff like this, I always taste it as we go along, and if it tastes good, then leave it alone. Don't add anything else to it. All right, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I know it was a little bit longer, but I needed to make it longer today because I just had so much that I wanted to do with you today. I have had a great time doing these videos. Not as much fun as I would have had I been in the classroom with you, but it was fun to do the food. I hope that I've given you some ideas to explore in your kitchen. I hope that I've given you some things that you maybe could try at home with maybe using some of these glasses, and you know the song well enough, you can add that. So before we go, I know it's already been 12 minutes, but I'm gonna sing one more time the new little song that I sang, and I'm gonna do the hand clapping with you. Remember, you're gonna clap right, clap left, clap front, back, front. And as you do that, it'll go along with the song. At the end of each verse of that song, there's a time when you're gonna clap 3 times together, so watch for that too. So here we go. Oh, pretty playmate, come out and play with me, and bring your dollies 3. Climb up my apple tree, slide down my rainbow, into my cellar door, and we'll be jolly friends forevermore. More, 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 more. Oh, sorry, playmate, I cannot play with you. My dolly's got the flu, and mumps and measles too. I have no rainbow, I have no cellar door, but we'll be jolly friends forevermore. More, 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 more. I hope that you've enjoyed that, and if you didn't learn it this time, go ahead and play this again and learn it, because it's really not a hard song to sing. I miss you, and I just cannot wait until next year. I just have hopes that we'll all be back in the classroom, and I don't know about you, but I am really going to be ready for next year. You guys have a great summer, and know that Mrs. Ellis, she loves you. Bye. Arrivederci.